afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. Welcome to Afternoon Express. I haven't been here in ages, it feels like.
I know, it's so good to have you back.
2 weeks almost, thank you. Good to be back in South Africa. I was down under in Australia. What a great experience, but very good to be back here with you.
Amazing. My name's Dilshaad and welcome to Afternoon Express. Today is a motivational Monday. It's your perfect show. I think it suits you, right?
I know, I love #motivational Monday. It's my best. Today in the studio, we also have one of my other firm favorites, singer and songwriter Jacques Terre'blanche. I mean, that man is just magic. His voice is like honey. And he's actually going to be chatting to us not only about music, but also a very common skin disorder that he actually suffers from. It's called vitiligo. And it's almost like a pigmentation. In fact, Michael Jackson suffered from it initially. That's why his skin changed color from normal black Michael Jackson to, well, he was the
paler Michael Jackson.
He was the first poor black boy to become a rich white woman.
But don't forget, if you guys want to engage with this, however, you can get a hold of us on 0839133728, Facebook and Twitter as well. But I know there's so much else lined up on the show today, right?
Absolutely. And in the kitchen, starting off with one of the funniest people in the world, and then there's Bonnie.
And then there's the fact that I'm still trying to pick up my jaw from what Jeannie just said on national television. Welcome, South Africa. I'm Bonnie Mbuli. And joining me is one of South Africa's funniest women, Anne Hirsch. So, you know, before the show, Anne was just telling me a little bit about how her relationship with her best friend, Angelina Jolie's been going through some hard times. I'm so sorry.
I thought you weren't going to bring that up. This is not awkward.
I did ask you,
Don't
you
and I said don't. Don't
oh, sorry. They were talking in my ear. I didn't.
What's going on? Okay.
No, it's lovely to have you.
I've already started with leaves in my water. This is.
And I love this woman. And also, of course, our gorgeous Claire, our favourite chef and food stylist.
He's got the
so we've got coffee. Too much going on right now. So we've got coffee and we've got chocolate.
Coffee and chocolate, two of the most delicious things to put together. I'm very excited about this. So we're going to learn all about coffee and chocolate pairings, and then we're going to make something with coffee and chocolate.
Yeah, I'm ready to make it. And of course, go to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, for the full shopping list and recipe. Let's head back to the couch with Danilo.
Indeed. So our first guest, from a young age, he had the talent and opportunity to pursue a career as a sportsman, but instead he chose to focus on music. After school, he went on to study classical music and jazz at the University of Cape Town, and with his mesmerizing voice and charming good looks, he has captured the hearts of South Africans and managed to maintain a successful career in a very, very tough industry in South Africa. Joining us on the couch is Jacques Terre'blanche. Now, Jacques, first of all, that intro should have been something that Bonang or Jeannie should have said to you. This charming young man. Well, I'm just going to say is that obviously the career as a sportsman going into music is not something new that I've heard on this couch. It's something that I've heard a lot of our musicians mention. Why the choice to kind of take the leap away from sport?
Well, actually, I mean, I was busy with gymnastics. I did it for 14 years, and I actually snapped my knee doing a triple back on floor. And that's pretty much where my gymnastics career ended for me. So it was just a natural sort of process to take on music and take it from there.
But you did get your Springbok colours, right?
I did, yes. At the age of 15, I got my Springbok colours. But I did music throughout school as well. I got my grade 8 in a real examinations. And as I say, when that sort of ended, it was just a natural thing to go for the music.
From there, obviously, besides a sportsman, it's now suns out, guns out. I see you wearing your short-sleeve T-shirt, showing off them guns.
Hey, it's summertime.
Put the rest of us to shame. It's okay. It's fine. We'll carry on with this. One thing I wanted to ask you, obviously, is growing up with this really sports mentality, big sports mentality in your family. Was it part of your family, or was it just something that was bred into you? Because now you're quite big on your gym, and I'm very interested to hear a very interesting story about you and the gym, which I'll ask you just now.
Okay, I can't wait for that one. But my mother actually was part of Body Beat. If you guys remember Body Beat, Body Beat, get that body beat. Yeah, she was part of that. So I used to watch that every morning, and she was the leading lady with Amor at this stage. She was still 16 years old. And, you know, it was just basically within me, you know, and my mother always wanted us to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
It was her dream, and she tried with my brother. It didn't really stick. Tried with me, and it was something that also just came naturally to me. I was always bouncing around the walls in any case, so it was something to sort of keep me calm.
So now gymnastics to gym, you moved on to. I heard that your machine almost broke you and knocked you out.
That not almost, it did.
It did? Oh,
that was my most embarrassing moment. Oh. Yeah, no. Well, I was doing pull downs, shoulder pull downs at gym, and the cord actually, well, the cable snapped.
What?
And hit me on the head. And the next thing I remember is waking up to literally the whole gym looking down at me, asking me if I was okay.
Oh, Zaputa, you okay there? Like, you chilled there?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. But so I needed to get out of there as quickly as I possibly could. truly embarrassing moment. You know, people were like, go back, you know, sue and this and that. I think I was too concussed at the time to even care.
That's anything
yeah,
else.
yeah.
So let's talk more about your music career and sort of your life as a whole as it's unfolded. This year's been a particularly hard year for you, I think, over the last while with the passing of your father.
Indeed.
It's also got to do with your new single. So what has your personal life been like over the last while?
It's been a tough one. I mean, you know, obviously learnt a lot through it all. But yeah, in the beginning of this year, my dad suffered a brain stem stroke, and he was unfortunately in a state of locked-in syndrome, which means he's totally compos mentis, but he had no movement at all. So his only form of communication was with his eyes. So it was a pretty hard 4 months. Obviously, just interacting with him and communicating by blinking. And he held on pretty tight, but after the 4 months, he passed away. So very unexpected and sad for us all. But,
condolences to you and to the family.
Thank you.
I'm sure this time must have taught you a lot. It must have brought to light a lot of actually what is life, what is the purpose, what am I doing here? So what are some of the lessons that you've learned from your father?
Well, I mean, it teaches you how to wake up, you know, just you know, humanly wise, of course. I can't really put it into words. It just teaches you how to appreciate so much more. You know, I think Joost van der Westhuizen says it so nicely in his movie. You know, when you have limited time and limited movement, it truly teaches you how to wake up and appreciate and stop and smell the roses. And that's something that's done for me. And loved him, you know, more than words can possibly explain. And everything I do now within my music is truly dedicated to him. So the song I'll be singing later isn't actually the new single I wrote for him, but it's Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yes.
And it was something we shared, so I'd like to share that with everyone.
Dedicated to him. Sure. Lovely. But let's talk about that new single that you wrote for him. What is the whole sort of writing process like when you were creating it, and how has it been received?
It's been received very well. I mean, you can hear it on all stations around South Africa. I mean, the writing process was, obviously, it came from a very painful place, emotional place, but it was really more for everyone that had sort of experienced, you know, losing someone, some sort of loss. So, you know, that's really all it is for someone to hear it and be able to relate and possibly, you know, share it with someone they've lost and felt that with.
And for somebody who's interested in this music career of yours and has really followed a similar journey, something like this could break you past the point of wanting to ever write again or be part of the music industry, because it is incredibly tough. What has kept you going throughout the process? What makes you believe that you are the next big thing in South Africa?
Jeez, that's
quite a tough one, yeah.
Quite a question. Well, I mean, I think I definitely don't walk through this industry thinking I'm going to be the next big thing in South Africa. I mean, the music really keeps me going. You know, I have a company, I love to mentor, we do vocal coaching, we do guitar, and everything I produce for up-and-coming artists, that keeps me going. To inspire others and see people sort of doing what I do and trying to enter the industry, it truly keeps me going. And I've focused on my work, focused on my music, and it's kept me sane through this process.
We're not only here to talk to you about your music. Later on, we're going to be discussing something about vitiligo, and apparently you have got vitiligo.
Yes, I do. I
Okay,
do.
so
My nose is still attached though, Jeannie.
So you haven't gone into what do you call him, a white working woman or something?
I don't even want to go there.
One thing else I learned about you is that you can do a very good a voice that you can do of, what's his face?
What's his face?
That guy that sells boerewors in stores.
I don't know if I want to
I
go
know
there
you know
either.
exactly where
Are
we're
you talking
going.
about Nathaniel?
Yes, I heard you can do a very good
Where did you hear
Nathaniel
this,
voice.
bud?
I know from your people. How about you just give us a little sneak peek?
No, really, I can't do this today. Are we gonna go cook there with, what's her face over there?
Her name is Bonnie.
Where's Anne? We're gonna make a little bit of boerewors here with you, right?
Well, we've got boerewors on the couch. Jacques, really cool to have you. We'll be chatting more with you later on about vitiligo and your whole journey there. But looking forward to your performance later on. After the break, Bonnie does make us some coffee and chocolate truffles, not boerewors. And we speak with the hilarious Anne Hirsch. We'll be right back.
Fresh Pack. Goodness comes naturally.
A very warm welcome back to Afternoon Express. My name is Daniel Questo, and Bonnie and I are in the kitchen today, and we're busy making, we're going to do something very cool with Matt Carter. Yeah. We're going to be doing a coffee and chocolate pairing, which I think is one of the dreamiest things people think about at night. Yeah. I wake up at night thinking coffee and chocolate.
I also do.
Right?
All the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Matt,
and then also just to give some clarity, I'm sitting here to look pretty, which is something I do very well.
Very easily.
Yeah. So you can just
So
go
cool.
ahead and do your thing.
I'll do all the serious things and then I'll bring home the bacon. You can taste it all and then let us know what goes on. So Matt, very welcome back to Afternoon Express. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
So today, what are we going to be doing and what is the whole purpose of comparing coffee and chocolate?
Absolutely. So today I've taken 2 chocolates and 2 coffees and I've paired them together for certain reasons, which I'll explain later.
Okay.
So what we want to do is I've got a wonderful coffee from the Ethiopian Yirgacheffe region. So it's in the south of Ethiopia and it's a beautiful region. I spent a bit of time there and very lush tropical environment.
Yes.
There's a lot of jasmine, there's a lot of citrus in this. So I've paired that with the orange.
Oh, yum.
Then we're also going to make another coffee from Kilimanjaro. I was there last month and I spent the whole month there looking for this coffee and I found this coffee, roasted it last week and I brought it here for you to taste.
I didn't even know that Kilimanjaro, the area, was growing beans. I obviously knew that Ethiopia did.
And what's great about it is the coffee is actually watered by the glaciers on Kilimanjaro. So this is a really, really special coffee and I really wanted to share that with you guys today.
You get the...
Alter the taste in any way because of that?
Massively, and you'll pick that up now as we taste the coffee. So this is slightly more chocolatey and more nutty. And so what I've done is I've paired that with an almond that's coated with a dark chocolate, 85%, 57%, and then dusted with cocoa powder.
You should be sitting looking pretty, okay? I'm going to try and find all the technicals. You just have to make sure they taste good. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm doing a good job at that.
How do we do a tasting of the sauce?
So first we need to make our coffee. So I've got our first one, our Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. So I just want to make the second one for you quickly.
And by the way, just this, you're making it seem like this filtering process is something very simple. I'm glad
It
you're doing
really
another
is.
one because who has filtering paper like this at home and cool-looking jugs? Is there another way that we can filter coffee
What are
like
these?
this?
Do these have a special name?
These are called chemixes.
Okay.
We actually serve these in our cafes, at the Woolworths cafes.
Oh, cool.
So you can start to get these there.
Is that where we can get the coffee from too?
You can get the coffee from there. You can get
wow.
most of our products, even the chocolate. You can do this at home.
Yay.
You can make this with a plunger. You can make it with espresso machine.
Okay, we're just making it look cool today because
we're making
of
it look
Afternoon
very
That's
cool.
super cool.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going
for
to
you
get me
guys.
one of those.
It's worth it. So what I've done is I've pre-wet the filter paper.
Okay.
I've put
Like
in
a coffee machine pre-wets coffee before it presses.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
I've put coffee in, I've put 25 grams in, and I'm going to go for 300 mils of water. And that's the ratio that I like to use for the chemix. Now I'm going to slowly pour the water in until it reaches the top, and then I'll let it filter
And the
through.
purpose also of pre-wetting the coffee?
So what happens is, because this is such freshly roasted coffee, all the CO2 gases are trying to escape so quickly.
Yes.
And we just let it agitate and allow the gases to escape so that the water can extract those yummy
see.
gases,
Get all the flavours
sugars,
out afterwards.
oils, yeah. So while that's going, we're going to start pairing with our Ethiopian Yirgacheffe.
Okay, it almost looks like a tea.
It does.
the
It's
way
very,
it's
very
coloured.
light.
Yeah, it's
I've
very
roasted
light
it quite lightly because I really wanted that acidity, that citrus acidity to pop for you guys.
If my mum were watching now, she'd be like, what is he doing drinking cognac on television?
So what I want you to do is taste this and really,
Thank you.
the technical word for it is lightly aspirate. The less technical word is slurp. So if your mum was watching, she'd say don't slurp on that. But we want you to do that because we really want you to
We love
aerate the
slurping.
coffee. Let's slurp.
Cheers,
this.
everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah, wonderful. And now we're going to pair that with the
Oh,
chocolate.
it is light, eh?
Yeah, it is light.
Doesn't need milk or
Tastes
sugar.
great.
Grab a piece
Doesn't
of
taste
chocolate
bitter
there.
at all. Thank you.
Bit of orange.
Have a taste of that. And then I want you to taste the coffee again.
So first bite, then...
Absolutely. And that's really going to come through and you're going to pick up those wonderful flavors of the citrus. And the citrus is going to start to pop out.
Now I'll take another sip of this.
Please do, yeah.
I can do this all day.
It's the perks of my job is I do all this.
You do this.
This is my job.
This is amazing.
Wow.
So did you notice that
It
citrus
almost becomes
starts to
cool.
pop
The
out?
citrus almost becomes cool in your mouth. You
Absolutely.
can just taste the citrus. Otherwise, it becomes quite a chocolatey taste.
So this
But
is perfect for like an after dinner, after
It's
dessert
wonderful
treat.
for that, absolutely. There's other times you can drink it, but that's the time I like to drink it most is
Right.
in the evening. Now for breakfast, we wake up and now you can imagine Kilimanjaro, snow-capped mountain peaks, and this is our next coffee. Some of the farmers there, the one farmer I met was Remy Temba. And he was this contagious laughing guy, and I really, really enjoyed spending time with him. So we're going to taste this guy. So if you want to finish that coffee, I don't know if you
Can I
can
just, I'm
do
going to
that.
pour it out, is that okay?
Do
I'll
that.
do that rather
Pop
than...
it into here.
Mine out as well, please.
There.
Okay.
Well done.
Otherwise, I'm going to be on a buzz by the end of the show. I'm like, what's
That's
my
okay.
coffee? That's
Good save, good
So
save.
let's go for this. So this is our Kilimanjaro. You'll see it's also very light. I've also roasted this quite light because I really want you to pick up those flavors.
Oh, I love these jugs. They're so
They're
cool.
beautiful.
What are they called
hey?
again?
They're called a chemix.
Chemix.
Yeah. It's quite an old way of making coffee, but I like it.
It's got more of a robusta flavour to it. It's
Very
kind of,
different taste.
yeah, it's a little bit more bitter
It's
to
a
what I
little
remember.
bit more bitter, yeah.
It's
but
lovely, though.
it's not really Robusta. It's still 100% Arabica, so it's
okay.
got that smoothness coming through, that sweetness. Now with the almonds, it's really going to bring that nutty, chocolatey flavours coming through. And remember to slurp. The louder you slurp, the bigger prize you get. We've got chocolate.
The louder you slurp.
That's a brilliant slurp.
Well done.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Thank you. My mom would be proud.
Strong
All right.
lungs.
This is so divine. Thank you, Matt, so much
You're
for being
so
with us
welcome.
today.
Thank you.
I'm going to finish these while Jeannie gets to chat to our comedian in the building, Anne Hirsch.
Thanks so much, as long as you save me some coffee and chocolate. Now, without the use of a traditional television, she has built a successful comedy talk show using the internet and social media called The Anne Hirsch Show. Joining us on the couch is one of South Africa's funniest women, Golden Horn winner and Angelina Jolie's bestie, and my stalker. It's Anne Hirsch.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, Anne.
Should
How
we
are
have a little
you?
hug? Get up.
We can
Get up.
totally do a little
Thank you for having me. Please sit down. Welcome. Welcome.
So lovely having you on our
Yes.
show, finally.
Thank you. I
Now-
have been asking for a while, but no one calls me back.
And how have you been? I mean,
I've been wonderful. I've been
Fantastic.
wonderful. Sorry, I just had to put my leaves. I have to put my leaves over there because there's nowhere to put your leaves closer.
I've actually been meaning to call. You know, besties do kind of have these conversations, but
I'm coming.
I believe there were a few issues recently.
Okay.
Shame. I believe there were a few issues recently with your friendship with Angelina Jolie. Apparently, she's now bestie Charlize.
No, she's not. I just want to clear this up now.
Yeah.
There were some photos of Angelina and Charlize, Shasha, as I call her, but it's not true. It's not true. Angelina is my best friend.
Okay, well, you
Angie,
basically
yeah.
are the South African
Hi,
version
Angie.
of... But you are
There's
South
a
Africa's
photo of
Angelina,
us.
really.
There's lots of photos of us now.
Yeah, yeah.
What did
She
you
loves
say?
You. You basically are South Africa's version of Angelina Jolie.
Thank you, Jeannie. I think that was beautifully put.
The wedding must have been amazing.
Are you... I'm sorry, I'm just having a moment here. It is like looking into a mirror. Is anyone else... Wow.
I've been telling people this for years.
This is kind of crazy.
It is a striking resemblance.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now South Africa has heard it.
Because I've been trying to get you on my show for a while now, and you haven't
sorry about
replied. My tweets, my WhatsApps, my phone calls, my emails.
I know. But your show is going to be in its fourth... I mean, you've got the fourth season of the Anne Hirsch Show coming up now, so you never know. Lucky number 4.
Wow.
Maybe.
We'll just keep making them and hope you arrive one day. We're there every day waiting in anticipation for Jeannie.
Tell me, you've also got another...
What are these, your notes, Jeannie? This is what happens. This is what happens on set.
Don't attack the guests.
It's going very well.
I've been...
Jacques talking about Boerewors, Danilo about jugs, Jeannie's notes. I don't even know what...
On a serious note, though,
Yes.
I have been told that you do have an
coming.
announcement to make. Something quite big, something you might want to sit down for.
I'm coming, sorry. Yes, you know, very recently, about 20 minutes ago, when I walked up the stairs, I got a little stitch.
Yes.
And I spoke to the producers here and in the loft, and they said to me, why don't you make a fitness DVD? And what the wonderful thing about this industry in South Africa is you only need one person to encourage you to do something.
Totally.
And so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to
Absolutely.
debut it here.
Amazing.
My new fitness DVD.
Because, you know, don't you think this is really where that whole celebrity movement is going? I think often celebrities will either have a fragrance, you know, or endorse a fragrance or have their own fragrance.
Yes.
Or a fitness DVD or a cookbook. And, I mean, so the fitness DVD, I mean, how fit are you?
Well,
are you
I mean, we
credible
have
to...
similar body types. So...
Yeah, I'm just saying, face, Angelina, body,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I haven't exercised since the 90s, but I feel I have it in me, and this is perhaps the sort of exercise video that would appeal to your everyday person.
Okay, but I mean, you are very active because you started off
I
as
am very
celebrity
active on
talk
Twitter.
show. Yeah, of course. And you did start a celebrity talk show without actually knowing any celebrities. So, I mean, that must have been a lot of legwork, having to go and find.
I mean, you will know. I often... The thing is with having a celebrity talk show like the Anne Hirsch Show...
Hashtag Anne Hirsch Show.
is that you have to sort of be determined.
Yes.
And now with the fourth season coming, I'm not stopping. I haven't had you on the show. I haven't had Bonang on the show. I haven't had Bonnie on the show. Bonnie, come here quickly. Come.
Bunny is just a featured extra.
I've been summoned.
Will you be on my show?
I'll be on your show, yeah. But can I
easy as
co-host? I
that.
want to co-host, though, only if I'm co-hosting.
Good luck with that.
Sure. It's quite sour.
Who have been some of your favourite celebrities to interview?
Well, it was a lot of fun doing drum majorettes with Helen Zille.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And I kissed Gareth Cliff. He kissed
I've
me.
actually kissed him a few
Who
times.
hasn't?
I kissed the puppet version of him, though, not the real
okay.
one. You kissed
Okay.
the real one.
Is there a real one? Yes, there is. And then there were lots of fun episodes, rapping with Jack Parrow, laughing with Mark Lottering.
Can I ask you something personal? You seem to be having a moment in the kitchen just before we went live, and I could swear you have Tourette's.
Tourette's is my cousin from Bloemfontein. Tourette's, yes.
Is there something you want to share with us?
There isn't, but I feel
literally
you.
got up and you went like this. Like
I did not expect you talking about Angelina in the opening link, because she's my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nicely evaded there.
Lovely segue. That's why I host my own show.
Exactly. What is coming up for you? I mean, what can we expect from
Well,
season 4? I know you said the stalking is probably... Don't worry about running my carpet, it's fine.
Is this your carpet?
It's not yours.
Do you have to bring your own set to the SABC studios? First the leaves...
Okay, season 4,
yes.
what have we got to expect?
Season 4 is the street season. So we're going to get to know our besties a little bit more, go onto the streets, chat to everyone, and really connect with the fans.
Do you feel that because you're online, because nobody really has given you a real TV show on television, that you can maybe push it a little bit and maybe aren't governed?
Yes.
By what you can.
Yeah, I don't have to hide my notes behind pillows on set. No, it is a lot of fun.
You've got freedom to say.
Yes. I'll also be hosting, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, it was unclear.
You can tell us right now.
I'll also be hosting the Great South African Bake Off,
Yes.
which will be airing on Sounds Like, BBC Lifestyle.
Okay.
I don't think I'm allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to. Oh, they're shouting at me. No. But that starts on the 6th of October, Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Okay, fantastic. Can you bake?
No.
All right,
No.
well, that's interesting. That's obviously why we didn't put you in the kitchen today.
Yes.
I can't bake either. That's why they gave you to me. And I'm already sweating, and I've already been told I've now got to go and work on fitness with you.
Yes, we will be working on fitness together.
Okay, so
Jeannie, while I have this opportunity, what does the D stand for?
The D stands for diamonds, darling. That's why we aren't married yet.
Diamonds. Wow.
After the couch, we're back. Oh, goodness. We're going to be back on the couch a little bit later with Jacques Terre'blanche to chat about the skin disorder vitiligo. And you haven't already, if you haven't already entered our Go Green SMS competition,
You have till midnight tonight to answer this week's question. All the information is on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za.
Here's a reminder of that grand prize.
The Afternoon Express team is going green. Join us every Tuesday at 4 p.m. until September as we bring you the most innovative trends in sustainable fashion, food, decor and design, as well as handy tips to help you reduce your carbon footprint.
Answer our Go Green question every Tuesday and stand a chance to win a R1,000 Woolies gift card every week.
Plus, simply by entering, you also go into the big draw for the ultimate grand prize worth over R500,000.
Including a dream sustainable kitchen makeover from Cordev, fitted with Bosch appliances with R300,000. Also, up to R250,000 worth of home upgrades so you can live off the grid. Plus, food and homeware from Woolworths valued at R75,000. And R25,000 towards a school of your choice with My School.
So, go big, go green with Afternoon Express every Tuesday at 4 p.m. to win these amazing prizes.
Woolies and I collaborating to raise 100 million rand through the My School program. Are you with us?
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I do not know how we're going to recover from that Anne Hirsch segment. She just takes over our loft and thinks that she can just do her own thing. Does she want her own talk show?
We'll never recover.
Never recover. But we will recover because we're going to be starting with something very serious now. Vitiligo is a skin disorder in which white patches of skin appear on different parts of the body because pigment cells in the skin are destroyed. We're back on the couch with Jacques Terre'blanche, and joining us to help better understand this disorder is dermatologist Dr. Dilshaad Asmal. You're more of a celebrity than you are a dermatologist, but welcome anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Jacques, you know, I'm really so moved that you're actually on the show to share this with us, because I remember us being on Survivor.
Sure.
And we were both doing really well. We were quite competitive out there. And then you had to bow out of the game quickly because you were concerned about your skin and what was happening.
Definitely one of the most difficult
Tell me what was
decisions I've had to make. No, certainly. I mean, it was, look, obviously having starved and lost, what, I think I lost 11 kilograms in 2 weeks. It was something ridiculous.
Same here.
And,
but mine was all baby fat. So it's fine.
but yeah, it was more a mental thing for me because I'd never ever suffered from vitiligo this heavily before. So obviously seeing it spread on my hands, and with the added pressure of not having eaten, and you know, it was just played with my mind really. Sure. So seeing it spread and take over my arms and hands really just played on my mind, and it was a decision I had to make.
Now, I must be honest, I didn't know anything about vitiligo until today. I've heard of it because obviously I knew about Michael Jackson's disorder, but I never knew it was associated with vitiligo. So, Dr. Asmal, first of all, what is vitiligo and how does it get caused? Who gets it?
Vitiligo is a depigmenting disorder. So that means it's where the brown cells or the melanocytes are either lost or they go to sleep.
Oh, can you make them up again?
It can be difficult because it's a very difficult disease to treat, and there actually is no cure for vitiligo at all, and it's 2015.
What are some of the worst cases that you've seen?
I think full body vitiligo, where literally the patient has no brown cells at all, and they literally are one milky patched patient.
So obviously the difference, I think, then between albinism and vitiligo is that albinism affects all kind of pigmentation, whether it be hair color, etc. Does vitiligo only affect skin?
It can also affect the hair.
So it's almost a form of albinism of parts of the body?
Not quite.
What's
I
the
think
difference?
they're totally and utterly different disorders. Albinism can be genetic, and it basically is where the patient is born with no skin color. Totally.
Okay.
Right? And they found specific genetic pathways. And vitiligo is an acquired depigmenting disease. So that means the patient acquires it as they go along in life.
How do you acquire it?
Well, they talk about genetics. It can run in families. Then they have theories. In medicine, I always say we like to thumbsuck, right? So basically, they're looking at autotoxic theories where the melanocytes basically destroy themselves. They're looking at theories where some abnormally functioning nerves destroy the melanocytes, and then an autoimmune disease where the body basically sees the melanocytes as an alien and then starts destroying the melanocytes, the brown cells.
What are some of the treatments available?
Well, first of all, vitiligo is difficult to treat. That must be understood. And treatments can vary from cosmetic camouflage, where the patient uses good makeup to hide their obvious discoloration of skin. There can also be depigmenting therapies, like a form of hydroquinone, which is a skin bleacher that apparently Michael Jackson used, as you mentioned before. And then there are also laser therapies and light therapies.
And steroid creams as well. They're just so many things.
They're steroid creams, and what's also nice is that they're steroid sparers. So that means they're creams that don't thin the skin. And also now they're looking at surgical options where they're actually taking punch biopsies or punches or pieces of normal skin and putting it into the vitiligo skin to try and make it repigment.
So Jacques, I just really wanted to find out from you. How did you treat yours? What effect does it have on you? How did you treat it? What are you seeing works, isn't working?
How does it affect your life?
Well, there really is no treatment, you know. I mean, it really is in the mind as well. The more you worry about it, I think actually the more it spreads. And something I think people with vitiligo need to understand, it really is just normal skin. There's nothing more to it, you know. And you need to carry on with life and continue. The thing is, when I was about 7 years old, it spread all the way down my legs. And you know, we went to doctors and they said it's irreversible, you can't cure it. And we moved to the coast, and I was obviously busy with my gymnastics at the time. And my mind was literally just too busy to focus on what was happening to me. Obviously, little kids back then were like, what the hell is that? But I mean, it completely reversed. You know, so we went to doctors, and the more doctors told us, you know, it is irreversible, we were like, but really it isn't. You know, that really something can be done. So every year you'll see there's another groundbreaking cure coming out, and I think they're getting closer and closer to finding something. But until that day comes, really, you know, you just got to live with it.
So we'll take all of your comments and questions on our Facebook account, on Twitter as well, 083 913 3728, so you can get hold of us and chat to us live on air about this topic. But if maybe you want to win some prizes with us right here on Afternoon Express, Jeannie's got those details.
And I do indeed. If you are dreaming of a tropical island vacation, Afternoon Express may just be your fairy godmother. We have an incredible summer holiday to Reunion Island up for grabs. All you need to do is take a footsie of your feet and tweet us. But listen up, we don't want to see any ugly feet. So get your feet summer ready and looking amazing for their close-up. Here's your Scholl footsie tip of the day.
Today we're sharing our top 5 tips to keep feet healthy and happy. Cut your toenails properly. Cut nails straight across, avoid trimming too close to the skin or drastically rounding the corners of the nails, which can cause painful ingrown toenails. Protect your feet in public areas. Be sure to wear shower shoes at the gym, in locker rooms and at public pools. These places tend to be breeding grounds for fungi that can lead to infections. Avoid sharing footgear and socks. You can get fungal infections by wearing other people's shoes, so when you go shoe shopping, ask for a new pair of socks and don't swap shoes with friends. Choose breathable footwear. To help keep your feet dry and healthy, wear shoes made of leather to allow air to circulate. If you're prone to sweaty feet, look for shoes made of mesh fabrics for maximum breathability. Wear shoes that fit properly. Shoes that are too tight can cause long-term foot problems, so always shop for shoes at the end of the day to compensate for foot swelling that occurs later in the afternoon. Try stay away from styles that cramp your toes too much. If it pinches when you try it on, it's going.
Well, now you know how to keep your feet healthy, so don't miss your chance to walk on white, sandy beaches on that amazing vacation for 2 on Reunion Island. All you need to do to enter is first make sure your feet are ready for their moment in the spotlight with the Scholl Velvet Smooth Electronic Foot File. Then snap a footsie, that's a selfie of your foot looking absolutely velvet smooth, and enter via Twitter or Facebook using the hashtags footsie and hashtag Afternoon Express. Winning that island holiday of your dreams could not be any easier. T's and C's apply, so please visit Afternoon Express, our website, for all of those details. We'll be right back.
From wild nature to clear blue lagoons, Reunion Island offers the traveller a unique adventure, exploring a diversity of landscapes and cultures in one exceptional environment. Classified as a World Heritage Site, Reunion Island's stunning landscape allows you to travel from a volcanic desert into a tropical forest, all in a day. Enjoying the harmony of the island, you can experience a variety of cultures and tastes, from Asian cuisine to Creole markets. Reunion is paradise found. To enter, take a snap of your feet looking velvet smooth and enter via Twitter or Facebook using the hashtags Footsie and Afternoon Express.
Scholl Velvet Smooth Electronic Foot File. Perfectly smooth skin after one use.
You're back with SABC3 with us here on Afternoon Express. We're about to start making our yummy dessert. So what's our first step?
So it's a dessert snack. It's more of a snack. You wouldn't really go for this as a full dessert, but it's a honey nut latte, would you? Okay. So we learned all about coffee and chocolate pairing earlier. Okay. So I thought I'd make something not as sophisticated as what Matt was doing, but something a little bit more, you know, fun and light-hearted. The kids can get involved. So we've got some stunning instant honey nut latte sachets from Woolies.
Honey nut latte.
Typically, just throw some hot milk in that, but we're going to actually add this into our truffles just because I'm obsessed with honey nut lattes.
Yeah.
Big, big fan. So we're just heating up some cream here. We're going to pop our coffee just because I also like an extra coffee flavour. So some organic instant coffee there. Probably about 1.5 teaspoons. Right. And then we're just going to melt that. So just give that a stir. And if you want to, just to accentuate the nuttiness of the sachet, we're going to add a little bit extra almond nut butter.
Almond nut
butter. So
butter.
pop it into here as well.
Just a tablespoon of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just scoop that off there, just because then it kind of melts into the cream as well, and we have a nice even mixture here.
So yummy.
So, and you can smell the coffee, the nuts happening there. And then once that's all, I think it's all mixed up there, even if it's not, it will continue to melt. We're gonna pour that over our dark chocolate, and you just let it sit. Let it sit so that it slowly, you can see a little bit of the nut there, that's cool.
It smells incredible.
Let it sit, and it slowly starts to melt the chocolate. You don't want to overmix truffle mixture.
Right.
So let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can slowly start mixing, and the chocolate will be almost all melted.
Right.
And then goes into the fridge, and you end up with this. So it's
this is what we end
solidified,
up with.
so the chocolate is hardened up nicely enough for us to make and roll our truffles. This is when the kids come in and get involved. Clean hands, and we start rolling. So just a spoonful of this, roughly. You can dig in there as well and help me out.
Okay.
Like I said, with clean hands, the chocolate's nice and, you know, not hard enough that you're not going to be able to mold it, but soft enough to create a little ball, and then you pop it into either cocoa, or what you've got over there is some ground almonds. Again, just
should I use this perhaps?
Just to bring out the nuttiness that we already have from the latte. And that's kind of it. It's just so simple, and like I said,
So
a really
much
yummy,
fun.
sweet treat.
Wow.
Sweet, coffee, nutty, all kinds of delicious.
Awesome.
And we're just gonna keep rolling these. It takes a little while to roll these guys up, and you can eat them as is, like this, or pop them back in the fridge just to sort of
to just
stiffen them up a little bit.
To just harden them a bit.
And that's it.
Awesome. And don't forget to go to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, for the full shopping list and recipe. But yeah, after all this chocolate, we're definitely going to need a lot of exercise. Let's join Jay Dizzle in the loft Dizzle with some fatizzle.
Thanks, Bonnie. You've got nuts in the kitchen, but I've got a real big nut over here. We are truly honoured today to have Anne Hirsch, who has turned over a new leaf in her life, and she's here to share some of her new workout tips with us. So I'm really privileged. I think this is going to be amazing, and I really feel that summer bodies are made right now.
All those things are correct, Jeannie. Okay, we're going to start with a little warm-up. Take it away, guys.
It's squat. Stop.
And this is called a?
Squat.
Okay, so you just want to feel that burn. Okay,
Keep
that's
it low.
enough. That's enough. I've got a stitch. Okay, that's enough. That's enough warm-up. Okay, now my exercises are things that you can use every single day, Jeannie, because a lot of people don't have time to go to the gym house. Okay. So these are, we're just going to start off. Don't interrupt me. So we're going to just start off. You're lying in bed. Clearly it was a wild night. I don't know why we're all four lying together. You're lying in bed. You're feeling tired. You're feeling like home and our lady just waking up and maropeng. And you're putting off the snooze button. You're going back to bed. Putting off the snooze button, going back to bed. Putting off the snooze button, going back to bed. A little bit more energy, Jeannie, out of time. Snooze button, going back to bed. And we're walking. We're walking. Follow me, Jeannie. We're walking. We're walking. Hi, Jacques. Hi, Danilo. They're also staying over at our house. We're walking. We're walking. And we're at the office. Quickly, Jeannie. And we're working. We're working. We're working. We want to comment on a News 24 article, but we cannot. We're working, and we cannot comment. And we're walking. We're walking. We're walking to the kitchen. Follow me. We're walking to the kitchen and we're getting some truffles. We're getting some truffles. We're walking. We're walking. Up, 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 up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. And these are latte truffles, so that's nice for the morning. Okay, and we're walking to the lounge now again, and we're going to sit down. Put your feet up. Put your feet up. Put your feet up. Up. There we go. Feel that burn. Jeannie. There we go. And now, put on Afternoon Express. Put on Afternoon Express. Put on Afternoon Express. Afternoon Express. And tweet #Afternoon Express. #Afternoon Express. #Afternoon Express. Yeah, I'm going. You're doing very well. And now we're tired, we're sleepy, so we're going to take a little break and we're going to lie down. Lie flat on your back. Don't look at me. Lie flat on your back. And now we're going to get carried off into dreamland. Carried off into dreamland. Now. Okay, gosh. Stevie D. There we go. I've got to stitch. Somebody carry me. Careful, no, don't carry her. Take me to the truffles. Take me to the and there we go. There we go. Take me to the truffles. To the truffles, thank you. And take me back. We're still rolling. We're still rolling. Take me back. Take me back. Okay, Jeannie, you could say goodbye now. Take me back to Jeannie. And there she goes. So as you can see, Jeannie, the DVD still needs some rehearsal.
I don't know about that.
But
I think
it's going to be
amazing.
big.
I think it's a winner.
I think it's going to be big.
Hashtag winning. Hashtag
winning.
Anne Hirsch.
Thank you.
Hashtag is everything. Don't go anywhere. After the break, Jacques Terre'blanche performs live in the loft. We'll be right back.
Hi, Mom.
Any occasion, anytime. Nobody makes better tea than you and 5 Roses.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, we did promise a live performance from Jacques Terre'blanche, and so here he is with Over the Rainbow, dedicated to his late father. Take it away.
a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a little star and wake up where the clouds of her behind me. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away upon the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a little star and wake up where the clouds of her behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away upon the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. birds fly beyond the rainbow. Why? Then why can't I?
Thank you very much. It's my pops.
Wow, that was so beautiful. It was almost like your entire body was an instrument. I mean, you was, that was
Thank you
magnificent.
so much. Appreciate that.
Amazing.
So
Anne,
beautiful.
obviously, you were very involved with trying to get Jeannie and Bonang on your show. So a lot of girls on your show. Is it because you're lesbian, or did that turn you on a little bit?
No, we can have Jacques on the show.
Oh, we do. I haven't asked
We
you.
do have a caller on the line,
Guy
Chris.
you weren't talking about.
Hello, Chris.
Not answer
Girls are
that.
best
Let's
friends.
go.
We have a caller. Hello,
You can be
Chris.
on my show.
Welcome to
You can
Afternoon
be on my
Express.
Thank you. En yes, baie snaaks en daar was 'n baie mooi liedjie gewees. Ek net wonder aan, het u ooit gesued word, u of Leon Schuster?
Wat sê jy daar?
I was just wondering, because sometimes I grew up with Leon Schuster and sometimes you haven't, this time you were very funny, baie snaaks gewees. I was just wondering, I remember growing up with Leon Schuster, sometimes he would throw watermelon and he would sort of dump food. And I was just wondering, as a brilliant comedian like Schuster, have you ever, been sued before?
Sued.
Sued.
Oh, we got there finally.
Sued. Have I ever been sued before?
No, but Danilo's going to do
That's interesting. So just to clear up there, Leon Schuster? Okay.
Yes.
He was mentioned.
When you threw watermelons
And
at someone,
watermelon was
apparently.
mentioned.
No, I haven't been sued before. That's a really that is.
Because that's not nice to throw watermelon in.
No. Did you taste the leaves? You get used to them. They stick in
It's not
mint.
Mint.
Caller, I have not been sued yet.
Yet.
I feel it's a big anticlimax now. I feel I should just lie.
Everyone was waiting for a big story.
Yeah.
But I mean, have you ever gotten into trouble, like real trouble?
I haven't.
No. Do you think people are
She's
quite
lying. Obviously, you're
I
lying.
haven't.
Do you find it difficult to not have outbursts on television? That's live?
I haven't.
Have you ever offended anyone?
I haven't.
Have you taken over our show?
I haven't.
Today certainly was.
Look at us beasties just sitting on the couch. Anyway.
Okay, Danilo, you're not serving any of the
Oh,
truffles.
yes.
The table is so far
Let me
away.
just grab my bowls quickly, and I'll just quickly give these off to you guys. Do you want one of my bowls?
Make sure you join us tomorrow for Afternoon Express, same time, same place. In the first 15, we chat to former Miss South Africa, Basitsana Kumalo, and in the kitchen, we make an organic coffee creme brulee. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us on Monday Motivation. Mwah, ciao. Danilo?
Tomorrow on Afternoon Express, we catch up with Mr. South Africa, Armand Duplessis, and for our Go Green series, we take a look at some breathtaking sustainable kitchens.
Another feel-good production.